Hi everyone, welcome back to Berich podcast. So this session is going to be a discussion of the comments from the Money Page and Berich YouTube videos. In our Berich YouTube channel, the Q&A session is performing better than
Then my solo videos. So Arun is asking me from now on, don't bother putting videos. 800 views, 700 views.
Other
not
Berich
worth
podcast
it,
videos. Not saying about the 8 videos. So keep posting in the comments. We'll answer them in the upcoming videos.
Yes, I'm very happy to see the podcast videos are performing very well and seems to be improving. That means engagement is good. People's questions are being answered and people are enjoying watching this content. So I'm happy. Whomever we managed to help, I'm happy helping them.
We are trying to answer as many questions. So for those whoever the questions are not being answered, we'll answer them in the upcoming videos. As of today, I have 3 questions. The first question is, in Zerodha, there is an option called auction. I hold South Indian Bank for a long time. It is showing auction in South Indian Bank shares. What does it mean?
Auction means the word is very simple. Tamil auction.
Elam.
Correct. The same thing it means in English. So you offer a price. You feel a certain share which you own. Let's say company A is trading at 100 rupees.
Okay.
But you feel you can get 150 rupees for it because there's not many people selling it. The volume of trade is low. So you go to the auction area and it's only for a very specific window during that they offer it every day. It's not throughout the day. There's a specific time. Okay. You have to check on the app.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You'll have to check on the app. Zerodha only has this where you can participate in their auction and you can trade. So if you are looking for a specific share, which is very hard to buy or very rare, and someone has it and they want to sell it at a premium, they can auction it and you can bid for it. Auction doesn't mean whatever price they're asking for you get. That's a bid and ask. Auction is bidding what will happen. So let's say Arun is selling something for 100 rupees. He auctions it 100 rupees. I come and say I'll give 110. You may say 120. So it'll go up. So when whoever finally gives a final bid, that person wins. So it's a special feature which Zerodha is offering. So you can try and participate in it if you want. As a value investor, I don't see any value in this because I tend to buy companies and tend to hold on to them. So I will not usually participate in auctions. And when you're trying to buy for value, you will not participate in an auction as a buyer either because value buying cannot be done in an auction. Only people who are greedy and who are suffering from FOMO will participate in an auction.
They fear that they missed out on the stock, so they buy that.
Missed out on a stock, or could be something like it's a special stock, like a CSK stock, and you're a CSK fan and you want to own CSK. You can go and participate in. So it is a very emotional environment. Most decisions in auctions are emotional, and I tend to shy away from that because I'm a human being and I can also get sucked into the moment and do something stupid. So I don't participate in auctions. If I can't get what I don't want at the price I want, it's all right. There'll be something else. Not a problem.
So is it a loss for those person who are buying it because they are buying it at a higher price?
Not really, because the person who's ever buying it in auction is not looking at it as a profit or a loss purchase. They just want to own that because otherwise it doesn't make sense owning it, buying it through an auction. It's a novelty, I would say, more than anything else. They're just offering some extra feature on their product to their customers to attract more customers.
Okay. So the next question is, please talk about Ambani Adani power project. So they are rivals. How are they collaborating together for the
Nobody is rival in business. Everybody does business together when opportunity strikes.
Okay.
If there's an opportunity for Ambani to make some money and Adani to make some money and it makes sense, they will work together. Even why Ambani and Tatas can work together. This idea of perception of rivalry is only in the public realm.
And media projects it also.
Correct. It sells newspapers. Like Vijay and Ajit don't hate each other. You don't see Vijay and Ajit going every day fighting each other on the road. They're very nice to each other. It is their fans who imagine these stories about them.
And even IPL, it's going on now. CSK, RCB and all.
Correct. Like Dhoni is friends with everybody. And they're all friends.
After the matches, they'll be talking.
Yes, and they meet up together. They'll be spending hours together before match, after match. They're all friends. It's the public which perceives all this and the public plays all this. And it's always been there historically, like Kamala Hassan and Rajinikanth. Even political parties. Very famously, Manmohan Singh, Anand has spoken about this, went and gave his resignation to PV Narasimha Rao, our Prime Minister, saying, because all the things were spoken about him by the opposition, at Vajpayee in the parliament, he felt okay, he should give in his paper, so he went to resign. So PV Narasimha Rao called Vajpayee and told him, boss, I need this guy. We need him for the economy. Please fix it. So Vajpayee called up Manmohan Singh and spoke to him and said, hey, this is all politics. Don't pay attention to this. You do your work. We will say these things, but we're all friends. So very historically, all politicians came from Congress party. Like most of the BJP guys who are sitting now in BJP this election, if you see, are all guys who are ex-Congress guys. So, and they're all bad-mouthing Congress now. 4 months, 6 months back, they're all inside Congress camp. So this kind of, whatever you see, rivalry and all that, it's all only public perception. In the heart of it, when opportunity comes for someone to make money, profit, or whatever their goal is, they'll work together. There's no problem. So here in this power project, there's an opportunity for Adani and Reliance to work together. So they're working together. So what is basically looks like is Mukesh Ambani has entered a collaboration with Adani Power, and the project that they're getting into, RIL has bought a 26% stake in the 200 megawatt Mahan Energram power unit. And they purchased amount is 50 crores.
And that is subsidiary of Adani.
Correct. With a subsidiary of Adani Power. They will allot them 5 million equity shares to RIL with a face value of 10. And the span of the investment is going to be for 20 years. So basically, he's buying the power from these guys. So why it's picked up in the news is because it's a very rare thing to see Mukesh and Adani being friends. So that's why it's made news. Other than that, it's a very small deal. It's not a big deal of anything. So it is to purchase 500 megawatts from this. So, and he needs the cash right now to expand Adani power plants in future. And he needs the thermal power. So he's borrowing, using this power. And he must have gotten a lucrative deal in terms of cost. So that's what. The specific purpose of why they've signed this power is not being disclosed. This is only what we know in terms of actual financial dealing. That Mahan has given 50 million equity shares at face 10 value to Arun. And that is what's been filed. What is discussed behind closed doors and why they've done this is very difficult to ascertain. And from what they're saying is, he wants to expand this to a 2,800 megawatt target. At present, they're doing 1,200 megawatt. He wants to push it all the way up to that. So, and they have bought this from SR. And historically, power industry in India is a very sick industry. Because the problem for Indian power industry is, end of the day, you have to sell the power to the government. And government in turn sells the power to the people. And the government is slave to the people. Election politics.
It's giving a lot of subsidy.
Correct. It has to give. Farmers cannot be paying high power bills. So it gives free power to everyone. The few industries which can pay, they'll jack the rates up. Like inside the city, we are paying crazy power slabs we have in Chennai. So, but if you go and sit in agricultural land, 80-90 kilometers outside Chennai, your power rates are very different. Even if you're running ACs there. So, it's a very strange way the dynamics works, and that's because of the political scene in India. That's why power generation, power transmission is a very sick industry. And most power companies in India are very sick. But this is actually a deal between Adani and Ambani for what exactly is behind this, we do not know. Seems to be he's got some debt and he's offloading the debt through this investment, and that guy needs the power, Ambani. So he's doing him a favor by buying the power. But what is actually behind all this, we don't know, because between those two men. But it is interesting to see these two guys getting along.
When I saw this comment, I searched for the article, so I found this interesting.
Yes, the interest is very superficial because we'll never know what is really transpiring between these two. We are in such a distance. We won't know. It's just more curiosity, interest than anything else, because even in terms of investing, the way RIL is priced right now, you can't even look at what is Reliance Industries price right now. Reliance Industries is almost at 3,000 rupees. The PE ratio is almost hit 30. It's at 28.5. So, and I have other problems with Reliance. The problem, the way the company is being run right now. He says one thing and he does another thing. Mukesh Ambani. So my views don't align with his views. So I stay clear out of it. Yes, Anand and me do have Reliance in our portfolio. But that's all historical, which my father had bought during the time of Dhirubhai Ambani, his father. So if you are talking, this is in my radar, it's not even in my radar. I don't even track news of Reliance. I don't even track news of Adani. I stay clear out of these two.
Okay.
So I would advise you also to steer clear.
Yeah.
Because half the news which is being promoted by Adani in the newspapers, most of the newspapers are owned by them. So you can't even take the information what is given to you to be true and factual.
So this session might have helped with the person, whoever has posted in the comments. So if you have any queries regarding the market and investments, please post it in the comments. We'll answer them in the upcoming videos. If you like this video, please like and share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more videos. Thanks for watching the video.
Thank you.